About to install my air filter back on my truck. Okay, that's on. What's up, everybody? How's it been doing today? So right now it's 6:49. Now I am about to install my air filter back on my truck because last night when I was leaving work, my service engine light came on. So I told my parents, and they said it's probably this. It needs to be cleaned. So last night when I got home, I took it off, cleaned it, let it air dry, so some water came off of it. So now I'm gonna go, blow dry it with the air compressor, and then come over and install it. So
give a blow job,
and then I'm gonna come over and install it and show you my installation process. Now it's time to install. Goes right here, but I'm gonna grab all the tools I use. Okay. So I used 7/16. I used a flathead screwdriver. I have this washer and this nut. The way I installed this last night, or uninstalled it, was so much easier than I did the first time. Because there's a bolt at this end I need to put through this piece of metal just so it holds this end up. Versus the first time when I did this. I took this side off first and then this last because I pushed it in that way. But I'm gonna see what I could do. Okay, got it in that way. Okay, so much easier than doing it the way I did. So now I'm gonna tighten this up. So push it all the way. I'm gonna tighten this right here. Okay, that's on. I'm gonna put this washer and this nut on using a ratchet, and then I'm gonna put stuff in my truck and leave. There, I installed it. I put the washer and nut, and then I put screwed that on, 7/16 and a flathead screwdriver. Now let's see if that yellow light will come back on. That is okay, good. That is the wait to start. Well, that wasn't it, but I'm gonna figure it out later. 6:22 now. Not Seth, but Efron, Mike, and I are leaving work. So my light is still on. I asked one of my mechanics. I told one of my mechanics about that, about this thing I'm going through for my truck. I told him last night my service engine light came on, and I got an opinion about that from my parents, and they said, oh, it could be your air filter. So last night I took it off, I cleaned it, and I let it air dry, and then right when I was about to leave, as of this morning, I reinstalled it and the light was still on. So he says, yeah, just plug your OBD curve reader in and just see what it is. And one of my other mechanics, actually he's a new mechanic, he said that yeah, just let me know the code and I'll look it up for you. So, and one thing I learned about the code reader is first, well, I've used a code reader in a couple of my vehicles before. So last time I used a code reader was like last year or earlier this year or something like that on my Fusion. So I plugged it in and then it had one letter and 4 numbers. And what I learned off the code reader is that the letter it gives you, it will mean that it's a different part of the car. It's like, I'm not exact, but like the letter B could be the transmission, and then the different numbers could lead down to, puzzle down to a certain part. So that's what I learned about code readers today. So this weekend I'm gonna plug my code reader into my truck and figure it out. So otherwise today it was okay. I think I went to a couple places. Forgot. But anyways, now I am gonna go home and see you there. So guys, updates on so thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please subscribe to my vlogs. Thank you and have a good day. Goodbye.